Oh my goodness gracious. I should have known never to trust India. They've sent an invasion force across the entire continent to invade Antananarivo. Folks, welcome back to another episode of Civilization VI Rise and Fall. Things are happening. The climate just got a little bit hot, a little bit tense. We've been friends with India for a very long time, but I gotta tell you, if they destroy Antananarivo, the city-state that I just liberated about, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago in game time, we're gonna have a problem. Now, granted, I can't do anything about it because they have knights, and all I have are a couple of swordsmen and archers, but I hold a grudge pretty strong. So, you know, they'll have to watch their back. This is actually really terrifying, though, and a bit frustrating, because I invested a lot of resources in that. No, you can't have that. Don't get an attitude. Sure, we can do that, Alexander. Maybe it's time for us to have a mutually beneficial relationship instead of constantly warring with each other. Just made a small trade with him, a luxury resource and 1 gold per turn for a luxury resource. So that'll give us a bit of amenities. It's always going to be a bit of a struggle to keep those at a decent level. Right now we're at +3, but that is mainly because we're trading with so many different people. I guess I could show that off a little bit. Current deals, we've got one with Macedon, one with Brazil's furs for incense. Here we got ambers for tea. We don't have anything going with India right now, but I think it's gonna be about time to let that friendship die. Maybe I'll start a trade with Korea, see what they're up to. Favorable trade. Let's make a deal. I've been wanting your chocolate for a long time, Korea. Look at that. See this? Okay. Okay, here we go. This is Thought Patrol 101. You're always going to end up giving a little bit more than you get in the beginning, okay? We're trading some amber, 2 gold for 30 turns, and 3 gold up front for some chocolate. We're doing this to get in the good graces of Korea so that maybe we can get more benefits out of her in the future. Boom. The first date was a success. How ridiculous. Now, on a different note, we just finished building a temple in Free City. They are growing out of control right now. It's 2 turns until their population jumps up to 6. But since the temple finished, like I said before, what I want to do is switch some tiles around to give a little bit more production in the city of Nim. So what I'll do is I'll swap over this tile, and that's going to bump up our production a tiny bit, and then we'll swap these fish over to something. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let the population grow to 8. It's going to grow in 3 more turns. As soon as the population goes up to 8, a citizen will be reallocated to one of these hill tiles with the 2 production, 1 food. I don't want to take away any food from them because they're growing pretty well right now. So there we go. Now, for Free City, we need to choose a new production, a monument. Surprised I never built one there. It's a good option, though. Definitely something to consider. But I may go for another builder. Speaking of which, Stolen City now has the 2 lumber mills up and running, giving 2 food and 2 production each. This city is about to get crazy. Initially, the production time on this commercial hub was like 66 turns. It's already been cut down to 37. I think what I'll do is maybe purchase even 1 more tile, build a 3rd lumber mill, and swap this tile right here over to the lumber mill. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it next turn. Because one thing that I've learned about a marathon playthrough is you got to space out the shit you do. If you can do a lot of things in 1 turn, space it out. Allow yourself to have buttons to click on every single turn. So, we're going to, you know what? I'm going to go for the monument, just because we should have a monument in every city. And then we'll go to the next turn. Oh my gosh, India really is trying to destroy Antananarivo. That's so crazy. Maybe they're not, because they haven't killed him yet, and they could have killed him in probably 1 single turn. So maybe they're just hanging around, just looking. We'll see. We do have a barbarian scout, and I spotted another barbarian outpost up to the north in the snow, so I'm going to send my soldiers over there to take it out, farming that experience, getting a little bit of gold out of it as well. I need every penny that I can get, and any type of advantage that I can acquire, I will take it.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo.
Let others say what they will, but the real flourishing of the medieval era culture began with the rise of feudalism in Scotland, getting that era score coming in hot. Now, our city of Stolen City is quite possibly the most beautiful thing that has ever existed. We've got 2 rice fields generating 6 food and 5 food, 3 lumber mills generating 2 production each, 2 food each, a bunch of other farms. We got foxes. We got amber. It's amazing. It's truly an amazing looking city. It looks really beautiful, and I'm very happy with it. Now, from the looks of it, India was just trying to spook me a little bit. He wasn't going after Antananarivo, which, thank goodness for that. They finally started repairing the farms that I pillaged. They haven't repaired the library yet, though I'm sure that's a work in progress, trying to reprint all those books. So, yeah, they're gonna survive. Because for damn sure I was going to liberate them a second time if they got taken over. I don't care how long we've been friends, India. You mess with Antananarivo, you going to get destroyed. So what was I saying? Oh man, there's a lot of stuff to do right now. We are busy beavers. We are such busy beavers this episode. We can afford a missionary. So it's time for us to start sending our prayers around the world. Oh, there we go. So the Thought Patrol is about to come in hot. So Stolen City will get naturally converted to us in 34 turns. That's a decent amount of time, so I think I will go around and missionary pray. You know what we'll do? We'll go to Stolen City, then to Stockholm. Actually, you know what? We'll go to Stolen City and then to Antananarivo, because we have a quest for them to do a religious conversion, and I'm not sure if that means convert one of my cities, or just any city in general, or to convert them. So we'll find out after we convert Stolen City, and if we get the quest completed, then we don't have to worry about it. If we don't get the quest completed, then we'll send the missionary on a mission. And here we go. This is our first religious conversion. It was a long time ago when I was stressing out about having a religion, and it took me an eternity to even really do anything with it. So honestly, that's a misplay on my part. I should have made shrines and temples and stuff, and I should have been more on top of this. But in the end, we now have a new city converted to us. Did it actually convert? Yes, it did. It did convert to us, but the quest was not completed by Antananarivo. So we're going to head over there and convert them, unless that means they want me to convert a city that has a different religion, in which case we will never be able to complete that. Or at least not anytime soon. Yeah, we'll find out, but either way, it's not the end of the world if we don't get that quest completed. Completing quests, for anybody that doesn't remember, it just gives you an extra envoy with the city-state. We're currently suzerain with them anyway, so we don't really have to worry about that. And we may have to worry about India at some time in the future, because they are continuing to maneuver troops into our land, or near our land, and that's making me very uncomfortable, but for the time being, we are safe. But on a different note, because we got a little bit of downtime now. We were busy beavers for a while there, but things are starting to settle down. We're finishing up a monument in Free City, so we'll just start production on something else. Probably a district would be a good idea if we have... No, we don't have enough population for another district. So you know what? Settler. We need to expand. 16 turns, that's not too crazy. I can't change policies right now, so I should probably wait on that, actually. You know what? We'll make a builder. We'll make a builder. Yeah, we'll do a builder. That's fine. That's fine, yeah. So, on a different note, I'm feeling pretty good right now, man. Not just about the campaign, because we are starting to make progress and things are shaping up the way I want them to. But also because I've been playing a single player game. And I think as a gamer, especially as a modern gamer, it's very important to indulge in single player games from time to time. Because, right, everybody plays PUBG. Everybody's got their game that they play with their buddies, and you get on For Honor and have 4v4 action and all that stuff. But there's a lot to be said about just playing something solely because you want to play it. Because it brings enjoyment to you and you alone. And that's what Civilization is for me. And even For Honor, I was playing the campaign again. For anybody that didn't watch my For Honor playthrough, what's wrong with you? Go watch it. It was pretty decent. It was okay. I don't know. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was fine. But there was one mission that I couldn't beat at the time. I was just really tired while I was playing the mission, and I just couldn't beat it. And I went back and I replayed it. It took me about an hour to beat it, because I just kept messing up. I was a little bit rusty. And then I beat it, and it felt really good. There was a sense of satisfaction that is very different from the satisfaction you get, or that I get, rather, when I'm playing a multiplayer game. You know, it obviously feels good to, you know, to whoop somebody's ass, right, in a multiplayer game. But, you know, at the same time, it's nice to just say, you know, I did this for me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be an awkward cut here. So, our trade route that was going from Free City to Stolen City just finished up, and we're going to divert it somewhere else. Stolen City's production is significantly better than what it was before. It could be made even greater. In fact, really, all of our cities' productions and food generation and everything can be made significantly better via the use of trade routes, because Mengus, he's doing some shady shit. All right, he's somehow getting extra food from people, and it's working out. So what we're gonna do, since Nim is closer to finishing the commercial hub, which will lead into the market, which will expand our trade route capacity, we're gonna divert that trade route over there. In the next turn, we're gonna start that up to Valo City, which will increase the food and production over there greatly. Now let's start praying to the hoes on Instagram. Big booty bitches. Did it convert him? No, it didn't convert him yet. All right, we got one more charge. Hopefully that does the trick. And then I turned to her and said, "My God, your booty is fat." Boom, Thought Patrol. All right, we did get the quest completed by converting them to our religion. So that's great. We got a free envoy from them. Didn't take much work at all. That's nice. So we already have the suzerain bonus, but I don't think we're getting any benefit from it. Your civilization gains 2% culture for each great person it has ever earned. That's pretty cool. We've only earned 2 great people, the prophet and 1 scientist. But that's fine. That's totally fine. Because we're actually about to earn another one. A great scientist is in our future. In the next turn, we're going to get him. That almost doesn't make sense. I guess Korea is maybe skipping them, or they're getting a lot of them. And there's just a... Let me just look. That's odd. You know, because Korea is generating so much science per turn, I expected her to be generating a lot of great scientist points. 3... Oh, yeah, she's getting a lot. Yeah, she's gotten 3 great scientists. But we're doing okay. We're actually doing okay. All right, this is fine. This is fine. As our house is on fire. This is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So we just finished building something in Valo City, and I'm pretty sure it was a temple, but I kind of forgot because I wasn't paying that much attention. But I'm pretty sure it was a temple. You can rewind the footage and confirm that for me. Really, though, it doesn't matter. We're starting production of a harbor. That thing is going to give ridiculous adjacency bonuses to the commercial hub and receive ridiculous adjacency bonuses from the commercial hub. So, boom, our finances are getting in order. And this is going to help us out with cartography as well, trigger the boost for that, and cut down the number of turns required to build it. Also, we probably should have a couple of, you know, naval escorts for when we do finally set sail across the sea. Realistically, I should probably save this settler for when I do have cartography. instead of just being spontaneous and putting a dumb city up over here, which is what I was initially planning. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build this settler preemptively for when cartography is ready. And then we'll sail across the ocean and do... Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of prep work right now. This is exciting. I like this. And the trade route that we sent over to Nim is now going to be traveling back and forth to Valo City for that 4 food and 2 production. And cutting down the build time of the commercial hub just a little bit. And... So yeah, just to finish up the point that I was making before about playing single-player games, I think there's a huge value in that as a gamer in the modern times, because it's very easy to kind of forget that you can have fun by and with yourself. No masturbation pun intended.
We're all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master.
And there we go. We just finished a research of apprenticeship. We just unlocked our great person, and we just pillaged a barbarian camp, got 30 gold. So we'll finish off this barbarian, use our great scientist for something, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. I think we did a pretty good job, folks. If I do say so myself, Scotland is flourishing. So, great person, boom. Triggers the Eureka for 2 random technologies and the inspiration moment for 1 random civic for the medieval or Renaissance era. That's very topical. Boom, I like that. So we got your progress towards the Enlightenment has advanced considerably. That's an amazing policy. And where you at, science boy? Here you are. Of course you're at the only library in my empire. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see what we get. Your progress towards medieval fairs has advanced considerably. Your knowledge of cartography has advanced considerably. It's a shame we don't get to boost that by building 2 harbor districts of our own, but, you know, it works out in the end. And finally, our knowledge of astronomy has advanced considerably. That feels really good. 32 turns, that's not so crazy. You know what? Folks, some big things are about to happen. I just got the biggest shit grin on my face right now. My face looks like Mangus. I look like Mangus right now because I got plots and plans brewing in my head. Listen, folks, we've got 32 turns to create the Scottish Expeditionary Force. We've also got to start making some money because we are currently generating 0 gold per turn. So, there's a lot of big things happening in the future. I'm possibly going to make double settlers to send them off across the ocean blue. We're building this harbor district. It's going to take 26 turns. It's a little while. It's taking some time, but you know, this is good. This is really good. So here's what's going to happen. In the next episode, we're going to start making builders. We're going to start making boats because we need protection on the waters from pirates of the Caribbean. We need we're going to need maybe a trade. No, we can't. We're going to need things, okay? We're going to need a lot of things. I can't really think about that right now because it's too far ahead in the future. So I'm going to wrap it up by saying the name of the game is Civilization VI. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR, gaming for comedy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And also, I'm going to pose a question for today. How do you feel about single-player games? Do you feel like you don't play enough of them? Do you feel like you need to play more? I certainly do believe that I need to play more single-player games because sometimes it's just a lot of fun to play by and or with yourself. No masturbation pun intended. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.